So if you have access to hybrid income system, this webinar is going to be very helpful to you. If you do not, and you're thinking about it, pay attention anyway, because you'll get a lot of good information from it. If you have no intention of using the system, then obviously this webinar probably won't be too beneficial for you, but I think it'll help if you're one of the first two categories. So I'm going to come over to hybridincomesystem.com and I'm going to log in. And so I'm just going to take you guys from the beginning, exactly what I do. So you'll get a username after you sign up and a password. And you'll log in from hybridincomesystem.com. If you saw on the top right, there was a login button up there. So you just click that, and it'll bring you here, and you can just log in, and it'll take you to the WordPress dashboard for all of your websites. This is the main dashboard. Hybrid Income System was built on WordPress, and so what you'll see when you get here is you'll have a top horizontal column up here, and you'll have a vertical column on the left. And so what I want you to pay attention to first is this little button here. It's a drop-down. It says My Websites. And so all the websites that Hybrid Income System creates are right here on this drop-down. And understand, if you want to modify, change, or do anything to any individual website, you need to go to that individual website's dashboard, meaning you click, you just follow down whichever website you want. Here's your retail sites right here in the middle. I've domain mapped mine, which means I use my own URL or web address for those sites. The default would be the username, which for mine is Jason Lee, and then whatever the site name is .com. But as you can see, I've domain mapped those. I have not domain mapped anything else in here. So what we're going to talk about today is the funnels that we're using. And before we get into that real quick, we'll be heading over to the dashboard here for smartsiteincome.com. But on the left here inside Hybrid Income System, you have a little button here called Video Tutorials. And so if you have any questions about how to use WordPress, you're new to it, totally new to it, make sure you click on this Video Tutorials button. It'll take you to another web page that we're going to right now, and you'll see there's links to different videos on how to use WordPress itself, which will be very helpful for you. I tell people, start on the left, which is the dashboard. Click on dashboard, click on admin bar, watch those videos, click on, and then go to posts, which is right here. Go through these, and then go to pages and go through these. And by the time you finish those 10 videos, you should have a pretty good handle on how to use any of the websites inside our Hybrid Income System platform here. And if you want to take it, a little bit further and really start getting your knowledge up there with respect to WordPress, you can go into these other categories here and really start learning it. It is not a difficult platform to learn with respect to advanced skills. It's not like advanced math or anything like that. It's just one of those things that you need to tell yourself, I'm going to commit to doing this, and then start down the road of learning it and understand that it's a process, and over time you will get really good at it. So make sure you check out the video tutorials. If you have any questions about WordPress and you need to learn it, begin your learning journey with this platform. And then if you have questions or problems with your site for some reason, I want to point out, I used to know where it was. I haven't had to submit one in a while. There's a place on here for help and support. There it is, to submit a support ticket. And so help and support right here, if you click on that, it'll open up a new window, and you can submit a ticket up here on the top right if you have a problem with your Hybrid Income System website, something's not working right, you can't access something, whatever it might be, just submit a ticket here, and customer service will get right to that and help you out. So make sure you utilize that. It's the Help and Support tab right above Video Tutorials, okay? So let's get into, and then up here, Hybrid Income System, the logo, it'll take you back to the main dashboard. So will this Hybrid Income System tab right here. and that'll take you back to the very first dashboard you land on when you log into Hybrid Income System. And so let's go to our funnels. So we have a couple funnels in here. The first one, our marketing funnel, is infinityfreedomformula.com, and our other marketing funnel is smartsideincome.com. And so we're going to go to the smartsideincome.com dashboard. Someone just came in. I heard him. Let me, here we go. All right. So welcome to the morning webinar for those just showing up. So I'm going to go to the Smart Side Income funnel here and got to log in again. It's the same username and password. And you can see, you can verify up here that you're on the Smart Side Income funnel by just looking in the web address bar. See my web address bar up here, it says jasonlee.smartsideincome.com wp-admin. And so I know I'm there. It opened up in a new tab. And so if I want to see all the videos or pages that a person's going to go through on this website, this marketing funnel, I would come down here to pages. You see where it says pages? And then I can go to all pages, and that'll allow me to look at everything. And what I do with this marketing funnel is there's two things I do, okay? And it'll tell you the front page. Here's the front page, which is your landing page. And then V1, V2, V3, and V4 are the web pages that a person's going to go through after they opt into the front of that funnel. Now, understand that depending on whether you're doing active marketing or passive marketing is going to determine whether or not you're going to send them to the home page where they have to opt in, or you're just going to send them to the video 1 page, meaning you just send them right to the page with the video and they start going through the videos. Okay, so in the active marketing strategy, and when I say active marketing, what I mean is you have a name, you have a number, and you're going to do an invite with somebody, and you call them up and you work the invite script from Hybrid Networker University, meaning I go down here to Fearless Communicator. I'm on hybridnetworkeruniversity.com. I go to Start, Course 3, Fearless Communicator. And this is active marketing, remember. So we're talking about you went out, you used an advanced marketing strategy, or you met somebody in town, or you met somebody online, say on Facebook or LinkedIn, and you qualified them, meaning you found a need, a want, or a don't want, and now you're calling them to do an invite. So I would come down here and I would use the Ultimate MLM Script Book, and again, if my memory serves me, it's like page 18, and I do an invite with them, so 17 it looks like, 18, and so I do an invite here using this script, and then they say, yes, I want to watch the presentation. So active marketing, I do an invite, they want to watch the presentation. So they say, yes, I want to watch the presentation. At that point, I'm going to send them an email from this script book. There's an email template, and what I'm going to send them to is the video 1 page. I'm not going to make them opt in. Okay, I don't need to make them opt in. They've already said, yes, I want to see the presentation, so you're going to send them to the video 1 page. So that video 1 page, I have it memorized, so I'll just type it out real quick here, is username.smartsideincome.com/launch/V1. All right? And so the link in the email that you send them will send them to this first video page, which is What the Wealthy Buy on Payday. And they will walk through all 4 videos before you do the follow-up call. Does that make sense? Make sure if you have questions, you go ahead and type them in our chat box or Google Hangouts. I'm sure either Salvador or Dennis can handle your questions if you have them in Google Hangouts. Either way you want to type them. So for an active marketing, you do an invite, you send them here. Okay, does that make sense? Don't make them opt in. In other words, don't make them go to the home page and actually take an extra step and count on them opting in when they've already said yes to your invite. So that's active marketing. Okay? And that's the V1 page here from inside Hybrid Income System, the Smart Side Income dashboard. Okay? And so if I wanted to modify that page, I don't recommend you modify it, but if you wanted to, you could click Edit here and go to the page and modify it. So if I'm here on the website on smartsideincome.com on V1, which is video 1, and I finish this, little buttons will pop up. At the end of the video, a button will pop up that'll say show me the next video. So they'll click on that and it'll take them to the next page. So notice up here in the web bar it says V2, right? So it's a new website, it's a new web page, it's video 2, and this is Brilliant Compensation. So the first 2 videos educate the prospect on the difference between assets and liabilities, how to achieve wealth, what a leveraged business vehicle really is, and it educates them on network marketing. So it sells the concept of network marketing, okay? And so they could also click the videos up here up top if they wanted to. So they could come to the first video or the second or the third or the fourth by just clicking up here. But our goal is to have them watch it. And by the time they get all the way through, another set of buttons will pop up. And from here, they can either check frequently asked questions, which is when objections typically start to come up. And so our FAQ section will help field a lot of those objections so you don't have to experience them on the follow-up call. And then they move to the third video, which is why did Tim choose ARIIX? So that's the Tim Smart Choice, video 3. They'll go there. They'll go through this, and most of you should have experienced this already because you've been through it. If you went through the right process, you would have been through all of this. And then at the end of the video, you'll see more pop-ups again and so on and so forth, all the way to Unfair Advantage, which is our team video selling our team. And then you follow up and you collect a decision from them. But the important thing to remember is the difference between active marketing and passive marketing, and the fact that when you do active marketing, no matter how you do it, when you call them and you do an invite, that you send them to this page. Don't make them opt in, okay? And then on a passive marketing strategy, like say you create a YouTube video and in the description you have a link and you're going to tease them with the video and then tell them to click the link. Well, the link would go to the home page, and the home page would force them to opt in. So the home page in your marketing and your passive marketing efforts, meaning you're not actively reaching out to people and qualifying them and doing an invite, so they're not qualified, right? When you're doing passive marketing, you would send them to the home page, and the home page has a teaser video and it's going to make them opt in. And when they opt in, then they'll be delivered the 4 videos. Okay, guys? So I'm hoping this is making sense to you. I'm doing my best to explain the differences in the process because they are different. And so one of 2 ways, either active or passive. Passive, they opt in first. Now, here's the difference between calling a person for the first time on an active marketing strategy and calling them for the first time on a passive marketing strategy. So on an active marketing strategy, you know when you call them, you're going to do an invite. There's nothing else to it. You've already qualified them, right, by talking to them, whether it's online or offline or whatever it might be. And so when you call them, you're going to be doing an invite. So you know the videos that you're going to send them are going to be from the launch V1 page, right, starting on V1 video 1. Now on a passive marketing strategy, when I call somebody up, here's the deal. You do not know whether somebody has watched the videos or not. So they may have already been through all 4 videos, so they may be further along in the marketing funnel when you first call them if they responded to your passive marketing. So when I get Hybrid Income System leads, I don't know where they're at in that process. And so I have to qualify them and possibly use both the invite and follow-up scripts. So in that case, if I call somebody up and they responded to my passive marketing material, I would say to them, the first question I would say to them is, have you watched the videos? Have you been through all the videos? And I've never talked to them before, right? Because they're a lead. They opted into my funnel. They may have been through all 4 videos or maybe not. If they say, yes, I've been through all 4 videos, then I would say you can do one of 2 things. You can ask them a couple questions here from the invite script, which is page 2. And, why did you opt in? Why did you, and this is what I do. I actually ask them these questions. I always ask them, why did you opt in? What got you looking at our system, our company? What do you do for a living? So I ask them these questions just to figure out why they're here, why they went through the material. And then because they went through the material and they've been through all 4 videos, make sure after you ask them those questions, I do recommend you ask them the questions, you go down to the follow-up script because they've been through the material. And see, here we are, and you collect a decision from them. You ask them where they're at on a scale of 1 to 10, and you begin the follow-up process. So the difference is your prospect is further along in the process than they would be if they were an active marketing prospect, because you would start them off at the end of an invite. You would send them an email with information and book a follow-up appointment with them, whereas in a passive marketing strategy, if they've been through all the videos, you can go right into the follow-up after you ask them a few questions on the first call. Does that make sense, guys? Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool stuff? I mean, that's powerful stuff there. And so it streamlines your process and it shortens your process. And then basically, if they said, no, I haven't been through the videos yet, so I'm going to unmute Dennis. I'm going to unmute Dennis because I want to make this a little bit interactive. All right. Well, if I have trouble hearing you, Dennis, I might mute you again because you were coming through bad before. Can you say something?
Can you hear me?
Ah, man, you're coming through bad. I'm going to mute you. Your volume's terrible, though. Hold on. I'm gonna go with Salvador. Salvador, say something, buddy.
Hey there, Jason.
Ah, perfect. All right. So I'm going to use you, Salvador, and ask you a couple questions to see if you're following me on this. Okay?
Yeah. Am I going to play hardball or easygoing prospect?
Yeah, you can play whatever you want. It's okay. Either way.
All right.
So I'm not going to treat you like a prospect. I'm just going to.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. So my question is, if I call you for the first time and you're a prospect and you say, and I say, Salvador, so you've opted in, you've responded to a passive marketing piece of material I put online, let's say, or even offline if it were, say, on a yard sign or something like that, if someone's doing the street sign stuff. And I said, Salvador, have you watched the videos? Have you had a chance to watch the videos? And you say, no, I haven't. Where should I start in our scripts? What should I do with the person?
Oh, I see. Well, what I would do is find out. I would say something like, "Oh, it's not a problem. I know that sometimes life gets in the way, but what got you to request the videos in the first place? What is it that had you looking?"
Yeah. So is that an invite or a follow-up that you're going to go into?
Well, it's a little bit of both. I guess I'm following up because they took an action first, but I'm kind of also trying to get them to rediscover or find that desire that they initially had that made them request the video in the first place. Okay.
Yeah, so technically what we're going to be doing with them, because they haven't watched the videos, right? I don't know if you heard that, but they have not watched the videos. So technically what we're going to be doing with them is an invite. So we would actually go to, since they said, I have not, now we're not going to probably do the whole thing because they've already opted in. They've already said, hey, I'm interested. I'm going to watch these, but I haven't gotten to them yet. And so like you said, though, you're going to ask them those questions. So we need to at least do this here can you guys see my screen on the hybridnetworkeruniversity.com?
Yes.
Okay, so we need to at least ask all these qualifying questions to them, but you're not going to work the script exactly because they already have the videos. They already have the information, right? So we don't need to walk down here and say, hey, I'm going to be sending you information via video because they already have it. They opted in, so they got the information. We just need to ask them the questions from the inviting script and then go into booking a follow-up appointment to get back to them. So down here in the bottom, you're going to see when are you going to be able to watch the videos, right? And then they'll tell you, okay, you'll be able to get through it by then. Yep. And then you just go through the same process on the last page that you would do when you book a follow-up appointment with somebody that hasn't been through the videos. Does that make sense, guys?
That makes sense.
Okay. So that is what I do when I get hybrid income system leads who have not watched the videos. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Cool. I mean, this is super important stuff because this is all processes, right? We need to know right where the prospect is when we call them. And the only way we're going to know if they've opted into our funnel is by asking them. So like you said, Salvador, we got to ask them, have you watched the videos, or have you, yes, I watched them, or no, I have not. If it's yes, I've watched them, great. What do you like best about them? Or like what I like to do is, like I said, I don't even know who this is, right? So I like to ask them some questions and get to know them. So I'll use page 2 of the inviting script, and I'll ask them those questions, and then I'll go right into the follow-up, and I'll jump down to the follow-up in the Ultimate MLM script book, and I'll say, what do you like best about them? They'll tell me, and then I'll say, where are you at on a scale of 1 to 10? 1 being not interested, 10 being ready to get started right away, right? There's a little tip for you with respect to following up. End on a high note, and end on the number that you want them to answer with, right? So, but that is the gist of the process and how I use the Smart Side Income funnel. And now you would do the same thing. Understand, I'm here on the dashboard again inside Hybrid Income System. You would do the same thing with the Infinity Freedom Formula websites. Okay, you would just need to. If I remember right, because I'm not using them really much anymore, but you can if you prefer them. You would just need to go to the dashboard, grab the websites, the web pages for What the Wealthy Buy, Brilliant Compensation, and Why Tim Chose ARIIX. You only got those 3 this time because we don't have the team video built into the infinityfreedomformula.com funnel. And the 3rd video, Why Tim Chose ARIIX, I actually believe is on the About ARIIX website here, jasonlee.aboutarix.com. So 2 of the videos are in the Infinity Freedom Formula website, and the 3rd video is in the About ARIIX website. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, thank you, Dennis. So yeah, so I'll just close this. We don't need to go through that. I highly recommend you use the Smart Side Income funnel. It is because it includes our team video and it promotes the benefit of working and advantages of working with our team. So does anybody have any questions so far with what we've gone through? Because I really wanted to cover the kind of the how these sites are used, and just a little bit about the Hybrid Income System dashboard, the important pieces of it, which we went through at the beginning. And that's really, we're at 30 minutes here, and I went through what I wanted to go through today. So I hope you guys got value out of that. Does anybody have any questions? I'll unmute you guys. Let's see here. Looks like most of you are unmuted.
If there are no questions, Jason, I got announcements and contest standings. Just want to remind you.
Okay, hold on one second. I just unmuted everybody. Does anybody have a question? Anybody have a question?
No.
No? Okay, go ahead, Dennis.
All right. So thank you, everyone, for coming today. Currently, if I don't believe we have any new faces here. Otherwise, I would introduce myself. But I'm currently still in Utah. I'm actually in Salt Lake City. I'm visiting friendly. We just quick update is, I don't know if you guys know, Jason Lee and myself were in Utah at the ARIIX headquarters the past few days. And I mean, Jason, I don't know how it is, but it's really exciting here. We just got a new team join us from Chicago, and there was about 20, 30 people that came all the way from Chicago to visit everyone here. And we got them all up to speed, knowing everything about the company, the products, the compensation plan, meeting the executives, so on. So we're all very excited. Our family's definitely growing. And when you guys are going to the WOW event later this month, you'll see some of these people. So definitely very, very exciting. Now, in terms of news and announcements, I want to start real quick with recognition, all right? So I'm going to share my screen so that you guys can see my screen. I have some things I want to recognize here.
Yeah, I'll stop my screen share, Dennis. There you go.
Okay, that's fine. Let me share my screen. Can you guys all see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, perfect. So first thing, this is week 36, okay? In terms of our 30-day Blitz contest, this is week number 4 of 5. There is 1 week left next week, or this week rather, because Saturday is here. That means a new cycle already began. Keep in mind, if you're new, our pay cycles end on Friday and begins on Saturday. So we usually like to kick off the week strong with the training that we're doing now. So in this one more week, and you can still have a chance by enrolling 2 people to get a $25 gift card. Our team will give you, and if you are one of the top performers, you can have a chance to win a $200 gift card in addition. So this week, the top 3 performers overall, or this past week, and including all the efforts in the 3 weeks prior to last week, the top 3 performers are Levi, Salvador, and Brandon. In terms of rank advancements, I like to recognize, I don't know if even Jason knows this, he probably does, but if he doesn't, Jason just went director yesterday, so we definitely like to congratulate him on that. And I know he's talking to me already about vice president next week and how he's going to make that happen. And I'm definitely very excited for him. I know he has put a lot of effort in the team and done a lot of training and really led by example, really consistent in creating content when it comes to online network marketing. And then he's also doing a lot of calls with trainings with all the people he's working with and sponsoring. So definitely a shout out to him. And we wish that his business will continue to grow and inspire all of us to do better in our business. And with that said, we also have a team volume goal I'd like to mention. We're almost there. It's just shy of 1,000 points away. So everyone that's performing in this contest, especially top 3 performers, Brandon, Salvador, and Levi, if you're hearing this, I would strongly recommend to wrap up whatever you got to qualify for the prizes, which is simply enrolling 2 reps. And hopefully those points from those actions will allow us to achieve the team volume goal of 4,000 points. And the benefit of that is once achieved, then the grand prize of $200 will be gifted out to the top performer. So good luck to everyone on this. Jason, I guess since you went director, usually I like to give you a quick 1-2 minute spotlight here. Is there anything you want to say to the team or kind of describe to everyone your journey going from a member to a director?
Yeah, it's just been, Salvador said a great thing last week, and he said it really is a decision. And I would tell you also that you need to just not give up and continue to grow your skill set no matter what it is you're pursuing, and stick with that skill set until you get results. Don't quit early. I can't tell you how many people I've talked to through the months that came on with high hopes, and they just gave up early. They didn't. Every single one of them, I'll tell you this, every single one of them that quit early did not finish their initial training. So I am still a huge pro advocate of how important finishing initial training is, because every single person that quit early because they didn't make money. They thought they were expecting to make money like within 2 days. They were going to produce $1,000 a month or something like that. I don't know why they would get those expectations, because if you're doing the invite right and you're talking to the people right on the front end, they should not have those expectations. And so, make sure you're not selling this industry on hype. Don't do that, and pursue your skill sets. Constantly grow your skill sets. And if you have not finished your initial training, get through it. Get through it as fast as you can. And, that is really where you need to be, because that's going to make all the difference in the world. So if you build your foundation strong, you build it on rock and not sand, you can build a tower as high as you want on top of that thing. So that's all I got, buddy.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Salvador. Thank you so much, Jason, for your words to the team. The next thing I want to talk really quickly about is some announcements. All right. So first things first, I would like to remind everyone the WOW event's coming up. It's on Saturday, September 19th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Anaheim down in SoCal, right next to Disneyland. If you have, by the way, just to let you guys know, this is a regional event. The entrance fees, because there has been some people asking me, and I want to clarify this, you don't need to use your event voucher that comes with your business or elite pack for this event. This is considered a regional event, not a convention. Your vouchers are used for the convention. There's an at-the-door entrance fee of like $10. It's not much, so just that's basically what will cover the event. Now, if you're able to attend the event and plan to go down, I know, for example, on this line we have Coach Carter, got Salvador, they're planning to go. I know we may have some few other teammates that plan to go, like carpool or do what they can to get themselves down there. Definitely a great idea if you want to do that. These kind of events, just let you know, based on my past experience in this industry, okay, what is the difference of saving you hours, if not years, in success in this business. Let me tell you a quick story. So when I was brand new in my first network marketing company, I'll tell you this, I was receiving a lot of challenges when I first started. Like I was Okay, so I was basically muting me.
Oh, sorry, that was me.
Okay. Well, as I was saying, when I first started my first network marketing business, I didn't really receive the proper training. I'm still getting in the groove of things. I got a lot of challenges. A lot of people said no to me, or I did not really understand the company enough to be super confident and be able to answer people's questions, especially those people close to me. It wasn't until I went to an event like this, a regional event, where there were workshops, there were speakers. At that time, I didn't have the resources to travel all the way to Utah to my company's headquarters, but an event like this was the closest I can get to get all my questions answered. And just like the team that went from Chicago came there earlier, Jason, you saw the excitement in their eyes and how, they're pumped up. And the reason why is they have no doubt in their mind that this was the opportunity of a lifetime of this year. And they got all the information they need to make that decision, to make that, get that mental confidence, right? And that shows in their posture when they deal with prospects and deal with their teammates. So you can get that at this event. So I definitely recommend strongly that you do make it and do what you can, get time off work or whatnot to make it. And if you cannot, for whatever reason, to let your uplines know, this event can be streamed, but I have to arrange for special, I have to have special arrangements from corporate to make that happen. And so definitely let your sponsor upline know so they can get the word to me so I can arrange that for you so you can stream it. And yes, there will still be a cost of $10 from what I believe, just to make it fair for people who attend the event, because everyone have to pay a small fee to as an entrance fee for this event. So that is that. The last two things I wanted to talk about is I want to give a quick chat about, give a quick tip about Slenderize, which you guys can show on the screen. I actually learned something yesterday. I went to the headquarters. I actually chatted with Tom Devlin. I believe that's his name. Tom is one of the individuals that is in charge of the formulation and quality control of our products. And let's put it this way. I'll make it simple without getting technical. If anyone asks you this question, do you know how to answer it? Because I'll be honest, even myself, I did not know the accurate answer. So let's say someone asks you, the drops, Slenderize and Accelerate, the two bottles, how exactly do they work to make you lose weight? Right? A lot of people ask that question. What is a good answer? Well, Well, they just do, right? That's my answer. Well, they just do. They have the ingredients and help you. But just to answer that question, how exactly does SlenderX and Accelerate help you lose weight? Remember this answer? So just know this, okay? In our bodies, there are two hormones that deal with weight loss. One is called your hunger hormone. Okay, if you want to get technical, it's called ghrelin, but it's not important. It's called your hunger hormone. So when you are hungry, you feel that pang like, oh, I got to eat, I'm hungry. It is because your body's releasing that hormone. It goes to your brain and triggers that feeling. The second is a fat storage hormone. It's called leptin, not important. But whenever fat wants to be stored, let's say, in your abdominal area, it's this hormone that tells it, move the fat here. That's what the hormone is in charge of. What SlenderX does is it uses 100% homeopathic ingredients to suppress or block the hunger hormone and block this fat storage hormone or fat storage regulation hormone. That's it. That's all you got to know. 100% homeopathic ingredients, it blocks these two hormones, and that's how it naturally suppresses weight gain, especially in various areas like your abdominal areas. And second, it suppresses the cravings, the hunger, the feeling of hunger, okay? So Accelerate, with the other product, it boosts your metabolism to speed up the fat burn. So simple enough, right? SlenderX blocks the hormones. Second, Accelerate speeds up fat burn. That's all you need to know, and the product is natural, uses no hormone, etc. And hopefully this has been helpful, because I know for sure that it was helpful for me. It clarified things, made things very simple for me to explain. And the last thing, unless Jason have anything to add, I want to end with a quote. The quote for today is by Dr. Dwayne Dyer. He just passed away. If you guys saw me, I've been posting about him. He's one of these well-known personal development gurus out there. But his quote is, people talk about law of attraction, right? You attract things around you based on how you think. Well, he takes it a step further. He says, I will attract in my life what I am. It is not enough just to think about it. You have to be it, right? You gotta visually see yourself achieving it. So with that said, I hope everyone have a great week, great start of the weekend. If there's any questions about anything that Jason and I talked about today, feel free to reach out to us, message us in Hangout, Facebook, or group chat. We recorded this training, and we'll be posting up on YouTube, our YouTube channel shortly. So other than that, Jason, anything else?
No, that's it. That's all I have, buddy.
All right. Well, then, if that's the case, no one else has any questions, take care, everyone, and we hope you have an awesome week. Talk to you guys soon.
Take care, guys.